guys? I'm Luke Martin with ChopstickTravel.com, and today I am in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. So today we have picked out a ton of different street foods we want to try, and we're going to be taking you on a Dutch street food tour. We are super excited about this. We're going to be eating a lot of good stuff. So I'm hungry. Let's go see what we get up to. This morning we have come to the Albert Carp Market. This is the largest market here in the center of Amsterdam, and we have come to sample some traditional Dutch street foods. So the first one we have ordered today is called poffertjes, and this is such a popular food, and a lot of you actually recommended that I needed to try this. So as you can see here, they are kind of just like these tiny little pancakes. We have ordered it the traditional way, which is served with a nice slab of butter and then coated with a ton of powdered sugar. And the way that he makes these is really cool. He kind of uses a special device to put the precise amount of batter, which is consisted of yeast and buckwheat, and then he puts it into this special little griddle, which is shaped like these tiny little pancakes, and then fries them up, flips them all up, and he certainly knows what he's doing it. He can do it extremely fast. So these are super popular here in Amsterdam, and this is just definitely one of the most traditional Dutch foods. Also, it's actually popular in Indonesian cuisine as well because of the historical ties between the Indonesians and the Dutch. But we're gonna try it out the traditional way, so I'm definitely gonna have to get myself a nice kind of chunk of butter here, throw it on one of these little pancakes, and you can see underneath there the butter has kind of melted and soaked into these guys, and they look nice and fluffy. Those are so buttery, but they're extremely fluffy at the same time, so it's very similar to a pancake, but I just say it's a very, very fluffy pancake. Did a really good job at soaking up that butter, which is definitely not salted. There's no saltiness whatsoever. There is a ton of sweetness from that powdered sugar though, but this is really just a simple light snack. Let's try another one. I really like it with the butter, so let's grab a little bit more butter. Maybe I'll go for a double. Oh yeah, it's very sweet. Almost like French toast or a pancake, very similar to a pancake obviously, but in this very small, light and fluffy. That's really good. So this is such a classic Dutch street food, and it's really just very, very simple but delicious, and it'll warm you up on a cold morning like today. So we're gonna keep going, see what else we find this morning. Okay, those poffertjes this morning were extremely good, but I don't necessarily like to eat a lot of sweet things first thing in the morning, so we have come to have something savory, and this is something that the Dutch love. This is called kibbeling. So basically, it is very simple again. It is just deep fried cod fish. So the fish here is extremely fresh, as you can imagine, and this is served with some nice looking tartar sauce, and it looks very just lightly battered, and it should be some nice fleshy white codfish under there. So let's try this out. So there's a few things on the table here. There's some salt. I'll just put a very small amount of salt on. Imagine it's pretty salty already. Pepper. I definitely want a lot of pepper on mine. And then this will go really well with it. This is just some lemon extract, I guess, or lemon juice. And we'll just give that a nice little dousing. And that should be good for now. Okay, let's dig in. We've got our dressings on now, and I'm definitely just gonna take a big dollop of this tartar sauce and put it on this piece right here in the middle. And it might just fall apart in my fork, or I might have to take the whole thing. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice little chunk of cod. Oh man, it is super flaky. It's just falling apart in my fork. There, I've got a piece. Oh yeah, that is extremely tender. It's extremely flaky white fish on the inside. You can definitely taste that pepper that I put on top. And then the tartar sauce is like almost a little bit tart and like tangy. And it almost feels like there's a little bit of dill in that tartar sauce, but the fish is just ridiculously fresh tasting. Let's try another bite. Okay, this kibbeling is awesome. It's certainly warming me up. It's just a really, again, a simple dish. Very thin batter on the outside, but it's extremely golden crispy, but it's not heavy whatsoever. So I'm gonna take a lot of this tartar sauce. I really love this tartar sauce. I think there's some dill in it, and take one more bite. Oh man. It really just, it's all about that fish. Okay, this is really good. We're gonna keep going. There's lots of stuff at this market to try this morning. Okay, we have our next street food today, and this one may be the most popular of them all. This can be found all over the Netherlands. This is called the Stroopwafel, and it's common. You can find it on the street, but also you can find it in any grocery store, convenience stores. They are just extremely popular. So this was founded in the city of Gouda, and that was a long time ago, but now it has become kind of a national icon of food here. So basically what it is this waffle exterior that he mixes up in his grill, and then he fills it with a syrup, which is kind of like a caramel syrup, and it is just gooey on the inside, and then a nice kind of waffle crisp on the outside. So I'm actually just gonna break this right in half so we can take a look at what's going on inside. Oh yeah, oh man, check that out. Okay, there's quite a bit of syrup going on in there. I'm gonna grab this piece here, and I don't want to get it all over myself, even though I already am. Okay, let's try a bite from that. Oh man, oh that's delicious. So the batter is made with brown sugar. You can definitely taste the brown sugar in there, but really is that gooey, warm caramel syrup on the inside. Just check it out. It's kind of like oozing out of the Stroopwafel. But it's really simple. Again, all the street foods we've had so far are very simple. It's just the waffle and with the syrup in the middle of the Stroopwafel, and it is delicious. It's like warming my body right now. All right, this is super good. This is super warming and just kind of like a comfort snack. Again, a very sweet snack, obviously, but I just really love the inside. So the syrup on the inside is just so rich tasting, caramel flavor. And the cracker kind of waffle on the outside is very simple. It's just yeast, eggs, milk, a little bit of brown sugar, and some flour. But it's really, really good. Kind of like a quick on-the-go snack for a sweet tooth. Another extremely popular street food here in Amsterdam is frites, or French fries, but these are actually Belgian fries. So they are thick cut and twice fried, and we've ordered up with the traditional sauce combination, which is actually a peanut kind of sauté sauce and then a mayonnaise, Belgian mayonnaise. We just ordered it from a really cool place that's been around since 1886, and apparently these are some of the best French fries in all of Amsterdam, and they have 28 different sauces on the menu, so their name is the Sauce Masters, and that's definitely suiting because that's a ton of sauces, but we went with the traditional sauce. I'm just gonna grab one of the fries and maybe try to get some of that mayonnaise and some of that peanut sauce. That looks like a good bite. Let's try that out. Oh, it's actually like a very sweet mayonnaise. A little bit tangy too, peanutty from that peanut saute sauce, which is very interesting to have with fries. And these, you can just tell these are good, like properly deep fried French fries. They just have a perfect little crispy layer on the outside. So first they fry them so the inside is cooked nice and tender, and then they'll double fry them to ensure that it's golden crispy on the outside. I also love how it's served in this little paper cup, kind of a paper roll up. And oh man, these are really good. These are perfect little addicting fries. This is actually extremely unique tasting. I've never had fries with a peanut sauce. It's exactly like the saute sauce we would have in Malaysia, but it is awesome. And I would love to know in the comment section, what sauces have you guys tried from here? What is your favorite combination? And next time I'll have to try that out. Okay, those are some awesome frites. This place is extremely popular. It's called Vlemming's Sauce Master, and there's just a huge line up here. I can see why those were awesome, but we're gonna keep going. There's a couple things we still want to eat today.
I'm too small. I cannot see.
Yeah? Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Pickles?
Yeah, pickles, please.
So,
Thank you.
are you satisfied?
I'm definitely satisfied.
Okay.
Well, I will let you know after I eat. At our next spot today, and we are having something potentially the most famous of all street foods here in the Netherlands. This is herring, raw herring. Well, actually it's been either pickled or salt preserved. I'm not exactly sure, so I'm gonna have to bite in and try it. But this is an extremely popular dish here. It is just, as you can see, completely a full fish. So the head has been cut off, it's been gutted, and I'm not exactly sure how long it was preserved, but then we've had it topped with some pickles, some onions, and then pickles on the side. And the traditional way of eating this is you hold it by the tail and feed it into your mouth, and I've heard it's actually very delicious. So this is certainly my first time I've ever tried this, but if you come to Netherlands, I heard that this is one of the foods you have to eat, and they are all over the place. They're sold at these places that are called herring handles, and they're just these little street food stalls that sell all kinds of different little things, but mainly the raw herring. So there's many ways you can eat it, but as I said, the most traditional way is you hold it by the tail and plop it in. So, oh, it feels very, very slimy. I'm actually worried it might fall out of my hand. All right, let's try it out. They're pretty good. I'm gonna chase that with a pickle. That's actually not nearly as bad as I thought. It does have definitely a strong fishy taste. I don't think it was preserved in salt because it isn't very salty. I think it was preserved in more of like a pickle marinade, and I can definitely taste sort of some like herb flavor going on there, maybe like a bay leaf, and then those onions are raw on top, so they're nice and crunchy, and it's a sweet pickle that I chased it with, and it's just naturally a sweet fish. The flesh was very, very smooth, not mushy, but it definitely had a little bit of like a firmness on the exterior, but smooth on the inside, straight through. That's actually a lot better than I assumed. That's really good. So Sabrina has been hiding behind the camera for too long. It's her time to try something, and nothing better to try than some raw pickled herring.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I've been really eating lots of pickled things, but I've never actually tried pickled fish. So, let's go in. It is really slimy. Oh, that's so good.
So as Sabrina just said, it is actually delicious. This is so just naturally sweet, and this isn't necessarily the time of year where the fish is the freshest, but since they can preserve it, they can keep it for long amounts of time, and it still tastes delicious just like this. And nowhere is better to enjoy some raw pickled fish than right on the canals here in Amsterdam. Okay guys, that's it for today's Dutch street food tour. It was really good. I hope it wasn't too short. We're kind of limited here in Europe in terms of street food, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I wanted to document what we could find for some real legit street food here in Amsterdam, and everything we tried was awesome. So make sure to leave a comment if you've ever tried any of these foods. Let me know what you think. This is our last video from Europe, and then we are back in Canada, hopefully making some videos there, and then soon enough we will be back in Asia producing a ton of videos. So I hope you guys stay tuned for it. Make sure you leave a big thumbs up and subscribe so you get the notifications for my next videos, and thanks for watching guys. Bye.